somebody asked me, why did I build this thing up here? What would your answer be?
Why not?
Why not? Well, that's a good answer, but I mean, what are all the benefits of having a platform in the sky? Ooh, cold, wet. Not rainy, but the tree is really damp. We're going to give it a go.
That's something.
Be careful.
Okay.
I showed a lot of videos explaining this tree platform that my son and I built. And I had a lot of people that have asked me, can they come up here? And I thought, well, if you're able to, you're sure welcome to try it out. But thought I'd make it a little bit clearer and show the process. So my daughter Callie says, let's get up in the tree platform today, Dad. And I said, it's cold, it's wet. She says, I don't care. So if she doesn't care, I got to say okay. So we did. We got up there. And the first platform that you've got to get up to is about 20 feet off the ground. That was a whole adventure in itself. And then we've got to set up the pulley to slide across on the zip line. It's a ways over there to the second platform. Nice. We've got... See, it jumps up here. Oh, cat.
Hey.
We're still on this first platform. Anyway, we've got to slide on the zip line over to the first platform in the sky. I need to buy another one of these specialty pulleys here because it'd be a lot more fun. Be sure you hold on to the pulley so you don't go rotating around. Yeah, you have to stop on the tree here first. All right. It'd be a lot more fun if we both had our own pulley and I wouldn't have to go over and retrieve this one. But they're about $100 a piece, so I think I'll probably order one. So, all right, this is good fun. This is really good fun. It's a little sketchy at first because you don't know what to expect. But after you've done it a few times, you come to realize that it's a pretty smooth ride over. And Callie got her phone out, and she got me coming back over. This is after I went down and retrieved the pulley. I do enjoy that. That's a lot of fun. There we go. Both on the first platform. I'll drop my phone. So I thought I'd show you a little bit about what the climb is like. It's not a super complicated climb, but you do have to be tied in the whole time. And I left Callie down on the platform. She's about 40 feet off the ground. A long ways up. I've got another 60 feet or so to go. And it's branch after branch. It's relatively simple. It was a little bit wet this day, so I did take my time getting up there. Getting a little bit closer to the platform. I wanted to explain a little bit about the location of the platform and why I chose this spot. As you can see, the top of this tree broke out a long time ago and it developed three tops. And the location of the tree is just spectacular for the overall view of the whole valley, as well as looking down the canyon to observe the forest down below. It was a lot colder and a lot wetter. So how was the climb?
A little tougher with the big climbing belt on.
Yeah, you used a rock climbing belt before, which is a lot more snug.
That's just easier to move my legs in because I have to
feel the wind.
Yeah, I have to step up onto the big branches that are at my waist, and it's harder to be flexible in this one.
Boy, I can feel this whole thing rocking and rolling now.
Yeah, ooh, we're swaying.
Yeah, we got some weather coming in. Okay, if I was to try to get somebody else without any climbing experience, you think they'd have a real hard time on this?
Depends on how fit they are.
Yeah. What about the scare factor?
Depends on if they're scared of heights.
We're way up here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Feels like we're 1,000 feet up because we're at the edge of the canyon. Good job, Cal. Good job.
Thanks.
The last time I was up here, the trees hadn't turned color yet. So all the orange trees that you see out there are primarily black oaks. There's a bright yellow one down over there. That's probably a maple. And all the brown ones out there are dead trees. Those are all tan oaks. And it's interesting how that whole region over there is dying. You know, there's interspersed with Douglas fir, which are also in trouble. It's kind of interesting to note that this Doug fir has a lot of yellow tips on it, where most of them don't. And once again, we've got the two big dead ones over to the side of us. Summit Rock up on the top. It's a winery over on top of that hill over there. And that is Silicon Valley, land of the billionaires. And there's probably hundreds and hundreds of billionaires. And everybody down there is a millionaire because almost every single house is worth $1 million. Well, I should take that back. Everybody has $1 million mortgage. Sunshine for a few seconds
Just
there.
like that.
And it went away. Somebody asked me, why did I build this thing up here? What would your answer be?
Why not?
Why not? Well, that's a good answer, but I mean, what are all the benefits of having a platform in the sky? It's a cool place to hang out.
Cool place to hang out.
Yeah,
Best view in the whole bay.
yeah. It was like a total adventure to get up here, and it's like the whole day is going to be like, you know, we've accomplished something. It feels cool.
Yeah, doesn't take too long, but it's
No,
really unique. No one else has done this.
Everybody who's been up here has just, you know, thought it was so cool. Plus, we get to check out all the trees and the wildlife. Just a few minutes ago, about 100 band-tailed pigeons just flew through here, the big ones, and they flew so fast. I wish I caught it on video. It was so, I mean, it was like underneath us. It was like a cloud of birds flew through us. You know, wildlife is one thing that we can observe up here, the birds and sometimes the occasional squirrel that comes up. But the vantage point of being above the birds or being within the region of the hawks flying so close to you, if you're quick with the camera or if you're prepared and ready for it, you can get some amazing shots. And the location in the mountains where we're at, a lot of times the clouds blow right through us. This day they were flying over. Look at that hawk. I kept waiting for him to come over closer. So far, all the times that we've had an amazing bird experience, I wasn't ready to capture it, just like it happens. And it was still pretty cool watching it. So this is near the end of the day. I got down first, and I gave Callie a figure of 8 and told her to get down all on her own. And for a father to trust their kid, you know, even though she's 22, you know, you trust your kid to do something that is potentially life endangering. I do. I trust her. I know she's capable. I know she's able. But, you know, the father in me still worries, and I made her show me exactly what she was going to do. And it was fun. We had a great time.
Thanks.